Oh no. If it wasn't video games, then who was it? Was it me? Can I just point out that Bryce's scars are a lot more subdued here? Also, that's funky shading. Like, you need to blur that a little bit. Especially if it's like edge lighting. Edge lighting you want to blur at all times. Just a little pinch. Like, just a pinch. Just that it isn't just stark. Like this is getting a little too tight. The reason is that edge lighting is always creeping around shit. And when something creeps, it fades. Especially if you're doing with specular lighting, in which case, whoa boy! Because I think it is specular lighting. No, not that. What was it called again? It was like light shining through object. Not that. Is that called volumetric lighting? I remember there being a specific word for it. No, this is something else. So graphics. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. It had a fancy name. But it's basically the lighting you see when you hold your finger on top of a light. Like, the light shines through your finger and you're like, what the hell? My finger is magic! There we go. This works a bit better. You can see it yourself. Even without blood in his hands, he has no problem shooting even humans. I think that really just emphasizes the point. Is he's killed no one, but he wanted to fucking murder you. Which, again, goes against the whole point of I don't want to jeopardize the mission. Yeah, and then you get stuck in a loop of trying to fix it that way. That's actually a very valid point. So, with this knowledge, why is Maverick still such a jackass? Like, think about it. In this context, what does killing Izumi really achieve? Like, Maverick just fucking goes for it for no other reason than he feels like he has something to prove. I think this line is important. A lot more than I give it credit for. This line is the reason you go back in time. It's like, listen, you gotta do this. You're gonna die if you don't. And your character's like, okay, I guess I'll go back in video game. Oh man, I love using these weird words that I saw once. Again, I really like it that if someone reads something and they look up a word, that's always a good thing. Because someone learned a word and they're like, ooh, fun words, ooh. Man, what a... Like, this is just so neat. It's like, this is why you have to do this. Like, this is why everything is fucked up. Wow, that does make his... That actually makes this all very shit. Like, that case, I actually think Maverick sort of has a point. Like, that's a dick move, Izumi. Just adding a little, that makes no sense, because this line, like, your character kind of has to nudge you that it doesn't make sense. Like, it feels more like a why was he here? As in the specific reason why he's here instead of, that doesn't make sense that he'd be here if that thing changed. That's really weird. You couldn't see the difference. Or hear it! Ah, it's a little joke. It's a little dry. I'm sick of this humor. Yeah, but again, like, aren't Maverick and Izumi technically on Team Dragon? Like, it's kind of funny that Maverick kicks her ass. This whole situation, if anything, should make future Bryce be like, Maverick? Like, wouldn't that be great? Like, you get the good ending, and every future encounter, Bryce goes to Maverick and says, Maverick, fuck off. Like, Bryce isn't even understanding anymore. He isn't like, oh, Maverick, you're not feeling good, you're too involved in this. He just goes straight up, Maverick, I don't trust you on this at all. And he just sort of leans in slowly because he remembers that Maverick just basically broke fucking rank to murder someone. Just bypasses the justice system twice to murder someone in cold blood. I think at that point, like, Bryce should have this memory and goes, Maverick, just go away. I don't, like, maybe just have him hint at it. Like, says, well, you know, that sick leave wasn't necessary. I just didn't want him around. Like, I got a bad feeling he's gonna mess things up if we ever get our hands on Reza. You know? Like, maybe have him say we took his keys away for the jails or something. Like, just layer it on. Just give it a little extra butter. Little extra salty butter. It's nice to have a recommendation on how to make this a little bit more spicy instead of, man, this story sucks. Because so far, it's nice. Oh, this is nice, because it's implied that Izumi did try to work with him. Wouldn't that be good if, like, this is, like, your character in the response to, what the hell? Did you work? Like, just a tiny line. Just to hint enough that you are like, did you work with Reza at some point? And then Maverick just cuts in. Because then it makes a lot more sense for Maverick to be butting in this harsh. I think I'm gonna ham it up a bit more, because Bryce basically just gets his ass tossed aside. I'm adding a little bit of the line because I really want to play up that at this point Bryce is like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. He should be, at least. So I'm like, no, Maverick, don't do it. She's right to a trial. Why doesn't he point this out at all? Why doesn't Bryce point out, listen, we're not going to kill her, unless that's how they work? Like, is that standard procedure to murder someone? Because that's kind of what you're implying here. Also, here's a question I just noticed. Where's Azumi? Why is Maverick just lying out here? Also, why is this grass like this? That grass would not look like that if he's literally on top of it. Also, damn, what is all this about? Okay, that's probably Azumi. I just realized that's probably Azumi. Also, where's his bullet wound? Like, why is there no part of Bryce that's bloodied in any capacity? All that dirty water got in his fucking wound. I'm just saying. You're not playing that part up. Although maybe that costs extra. Oh, shoestring budgets. Oh. Also, this is so impressive. Your character is a dead fucking shot. Your character makes some surprising shots in this game. To the point that I honestly feel like your character is hiding something. Wouldn't that be great? Like the good ending, your character's like, by the way, I might know more than I should. Like, he feels bad. There's so much you can do with the sequel. Like, who to play up and how to play them up in the first place. Also, it's got... Why do I keep getting this wrong? Stop right there, mother clucker. Also, did you reload? I guess it's implied that you only fired a few shots, so you have some left. I'm gonna ham it up a bit. Because, really, at this point, like, Maverick is off the hook. He would, like, she killed them. Why would you protect that bitch? I don't know. I feel that you should ham up Maverick as being the bad guy in this story. Because he is! He killed an innocent man, and then he killed someone who really should be getting a trial, considering the circumstances he was in. Yeah, and this part especially, like, Maverick, you just fucking doomed everyone because you're an emotional wreck. Oh, I'm gonna hand this up. More than you, at least. We need her. More than you, at least. Just kind of pointing out that, I don't know, you kind of have to ham it up a bit. You have to point out that Maverick's being a complete idiot here. Okay, I'm gonna change this line for one reason. This line does not give your character the emphasis he needs to give. It's like, it's not like that. Well, it is! You just killed 2 innocent people! Who should not be... Like, why does your character not say, because you fucking killed Reza, who didn't kill anyone because of a suspicion, and then you kill someone else when the first time didn't work out for you? So I'm changing this a little bit. Okay, stop me, but this is somewhat... It works a bit better. Okay, what am I going to do then? It's like, no, it's not like that. You're acting like I don't have a good reason. Because just think about this. Doesn't this just work better? Because your character has a good reason! And that's the problem. Your character's such a goddamn idiot. You have a reason. Point it out! So, you killed 2 people. One was innocent. The other wasn't a risk anymore. You're a monster. Because you are. If you go around killing people because of suspicions like this, Jesus. Especially because Bryce is like, welp. And because he's not evidence-driven, it would logically make sense that he would just say, it doesn't matter that I'm wrong. You're an asshole anyway. Why does he ask if you remember? Of course, that does mean I kind of have to explain this as well, which is easily said and done. Just have to be like, well, you're an ambassador. You just shot an officer of the law. Like, yes, Maverick is an asshole and an idiot, but you also can't shoot him to death. So you end up with this massive problem of like, okay, everyone's kind of an idiot and an asshole in this scenario. Bryce's good end is a mess. What a hilarious mess it is, though. Oh, this works better. This works a lot better. It's like, this is not how I imagine an ambassador to be. Just kind of hang up like, yeah, wink wink. Oh, wow, this is later. This is most likely... Oh, wow, it's actually... I didn't know this. Are you at the apartment again? Prophecy. Scene O. What is O? Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, so there is a time jump. Wow. Okay, slight tweak here, even without that fancy thing from the generator. Just playing up Bryce a bit. We managed to get power to the portal, even without that fancy thing in the generator in the lab. Strangely enough, we can't get contact with humanity. Because this is not Bryce's priority at this point. Doesn't this... I guess it makes sense. I'm tweaking this a little bit. What I'm really just tweaking is where the periods are and how the sentence flows. It's mostly the same. There's nothing major. Like before, where that was just bad. But I feel so disconnected. I feel floaty. I wonder, like, to what extent you tell everyone. I like how he immediately accepts that Rez hasn't killed anyone, by the way! Rez has murdered no one. So, I don't know. But I guess it's supposed to be like, he understands that Reza would do it in other timelines or something. Why doesn't anyone go with you? Like, you could take Bryce, kill Izumi, and just do it your way, you know? I'm changing this a bit because I do want to be a little bit more optimistic than this. Like, it doesn't matter, you don't have a lot of choice. They don't know if they can stop the comet, even without that cool thing at the lab. The odds are small, but hey, a little hope does miracles. Just kind of trying to make you feel like, hey, there's hope. We'll never get to know, do we? So I'm playing this up a bit. No drama, Bryce. We'll see each other a few weeks ago. Isn't that a great line? Like, it's a great line to end on. Like, see you a few weeks ago. So, why don't you take more physical reminders with you? Like, isn't that, like, the big problem is... Why doesn't anyone just write a fucking book? Also, why does it... I guess it's implied that it affects electronic equipment. Like, just say that it affects electronic equipment, specifically memory, in a specific way. Like, your brain is just neurons. You can say, well, it's an electro wave that affects your brain or nerves. It makes you tingly and makes you have the shits. She dies in a lot, though. That's the funny part, is that she dies in a lot of them. Could you imagine that you go back in time, Izumi is there, and she has all her memories, and she's like, listen, I know what you're gonna do, but I don't know about this, man. I wanna do it! I wanna be the boss. Murderer. Which is fucking Maverick and Izumi. So... there is a timeline, by the way, in which you have to commit these murders yourself, because Reza is nice, and you're there. Like, imagine that. I think the idea is that you're not counting on that, but why wouldn't Izumi forget this? There's an Izumi in the past, right? Like, Izumi exists in the past regardless of what happens. This is such a weird timeline. Oh, I get the idea is that, like, you only have to make sure that you save yourself, and that's it. The rest is insignificant. Okay, so let's see Sweet Memories. This is a good song for, like, the sad, yeah, we're fucked ending. Wow, this is way too fancy for Bryce. So we get fireworks, we get the tripwire, we get Bryce back, which I think is him on his back. Are you sure you want to show this as, like, the big finale thing? No, that's Bryce Rom. What's Bryce back? Why do I always forget what Bryce back is? There he is. Oh, it's in him in the cave. Also, it's kind of doofy that Remy's ending is like the big involved when you have to help someone else. CG meeting, which I think could be Emira. Why do I forget all of these? Oh no, that's okay. So that's you going back. Like, I have to shave myself. And then we get CZ Bryce, which I think is him lying on the couch. Why that one? That's adorable. But that's it. Next time in Video Game Land, the movie. Lorm's ending. We are wrapping up the endings. We are almost at the big end. I'm a cry. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you cry every time. As they say, it is an ancient spell I will cast upon thee. Abracadabra, chalakazam.